The Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot. The dead. The dead.
Hey guys, we're back. It's episode 20 of Viral Venom. This one's called The Secrets of the Lake. Tonight we're joined by a special guest, actor, producer, pro wrestler, and all-around awesome guy, Clifton Taylor. We're going to bring him out here in a second, but before we get started, we have to give a special thank you to Michael Claude Thomas and the B Movie Monsters. Thank you so much for allowing us to use your song, Plan 9, in our intro video. The B Movie Monsters are available on streaming platforms all across the Monsterverse. How about that?
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. All right, so without further ado, the man of the hour. Let's bring him out. It is Clifton Taylor. Oh my God.
Oh, no.
I told you he'd be here. You didn't believe me.
That's not Clifton.
No, look, it is him.
Facial hair. I don't believe it's him.
All right, so we're joined by Clifton. Clifton's been on with us before. We've already asked this question, but since it's a new video, just to refresh, Nancy Ann Ritter joined the cast of Killer Pizza. So she's of course known as the bathroom girl from Scream, and so we have to ask everybody the same question over and over when they're on the show.
Over and over again?
Yep, go ahead.
We have to ask you again what your favorite scary movie is.
Ooh, my favorite scary movie.
If it's different than last time, I'm going to call you out on it.
Matthew White says Cliff. And
Matthew White.
Carlos says Yahoo.
Yahoo, Carlos. Darn right. My favorite scary movie. I just have to go with the Friday the 13th franchise. It's just what I love. But I love so many. Return of the Living Dead.
That's what you said last time.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's because it's his favorite movie.
Yes. Friday the 13th through and through.
So why is it your favorite?
Why? I think I just identified a lot with Jason when I was a kid. You know, he was a kid with a bad life.
And he jumped out of the water.
He drowned. You know, I can relate totally. Yep. No, I think it was just more of the fact that when I was a kid, I knew if I ran into Jason out in the woods, I was like, okay, he doesn't kill kids, so we'd probably be hanging out, right? We'd probably be hanging out. We'd go kill the bullies or something, right? Take out my stepmom when I was a kid, right? Yeah.
Right. All right. So do you have a favorite from the franchise? And why is it Blood Loss?
And why is it Blood Loss? It's Blood Loss because of Christian Bester.
Oh, that guy.
Christian Bester. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you have a favorite before Blood Loss? Did you have a favorite? It
changes.
Yeah.
So
could you name a couple?
Most probably part 6. Yeah, I like 6. I like, goddamn, I don't know, 1 through 4. I like them all though. That's the problem. So
yeah,
I go back and forth through all of them. I love all of them. Part 8 is the one I least like the most. But yeah, I like all of them. So
very cool. And you're in a couple different Friday the 13th or a few of them now. I think 4. Are you in 4? 4, at least 4.
Let's see here. We did Neon Fear.
Yeah.
We just wrapped up Blood Loss.
Yeah.
In August, I'll be doing Jason Escapes from Hell.
Yeah.
And possibly one set up for the beginning of next year. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I thought so. I thought you were hiding something. I didn't know if I thought that was kind of set thing. So I'm sorry for bringing that up. We'll edit that part out later. Oh,
it
okay.
is. I just don't have. I just don't have enough information to give out yet.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So, bona fide Friday the 13th fan for life. How about Halloween 3? So obviously, yeah, he's got, and you got the tattoo too. I know. Jason tattoo.
Halloween 3.
Yeah, Halloween 3. Where does Halloween 3 fit in your ranking of Halloween films?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. To be honest, growing up, I was never a huge Halloween franchise fan. I've watched all of them a million times, but it wasn't one of my favorite franchises. But part 3, I've always loved part 3 because it was completely different than the other ones. Plus, Tom Atkins is in it. How can you not love Tom Atkins? So, no, I just always loved it. I always thought it was a movie that my grandparents had on VHS when I was really little. So it was just one of those my first introductions into the franchise, you know, and then it being different than the rest of them. That's what I liked about it. So
I remember the first time seeing it. We rented it from one of the movie rental places, brought it home. It was on VHS. You know, I pop it in, I'm watching it, like 20 minutes goes by. I'm like, Ma, we got the wrong Halloween 3, you know, because she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, you know how like sometimes they use like similar names for different movies. I'm like, this is Halloween 3, but it's from it's not Michael Myers. Like, we got the wrong one. We have to go back and exchange it. And yeah, I didn't know. And I didn't get it. I thought the movie was interesting. I just didn't know why Michael Myers wasn't in it. And I saw him on the TV too, so that was kind of confusing. Nowadays, it's like you know, I think it's like, you know, at the top with all the good ones. So I love Halloween 3. We're doing a podcast August 16th with Billy Baxter. I was telling you off air, and it's all about Halloween 3. So.
Awesome.
And it's Mandy's favorite movie too, so just kind of cool.
Yes.
We love that one. So, what other projects do you have coming up?
So in August, Maurice McCoy Jr. is doing Jason Escapes from Hell. So I will be in that with a lot of really cool people, a lot of people I haven't worked with yet. So I'm really looking forward to that. In that one, I play a multiverse version of legacy character Creighton Duke. So cool. I got some boots to fill on that one. So, cool. Yeah, I'm really excited for it though. I'm really excited. I'm diligently trying to get myself into that character. So that'll be fun.
So, just throwing it out there, Morgan Suzak says Halloween 3 is criminally slept on. I agree.
Yes,
and then some guy in the comments, Christian, some guy says, "Oh my God, Clifton Taylor, I love him."
At least somebody does. You're the one and only, buddy. Christian Beaster. Okay, love you
Christian
too, man.
Was on. So Christian Bester is Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th Blood Loss. He was on with us Monday night. He'll be heavily featured in our upcoming short film, Boredom and Bloodshed. By the way, guys, the Indiegogo campaign goes live August 9th at midnight. Don't miss out on that. Associate producer credits are $99 for one day only. After that, you're out of luck, okay? Cheap plug. All right, so thank you, Christian, for tuning in. Cliff, what scary movies have you seen recently? Or what new movies have you seen recently?
Oh, actually,
they don't even have to be new. So,
you know what?
What'd you see?
Me and my son just went and saw the Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Let's spoil the whole thing.
I don't even want to talk about it because everybody loves it, and we saw it in a different light and weren't thrilled with it. So
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about it. I don't want to ruffle everybody's feathers.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought the
What other
storyline was just terrible. I just thought they would make such a better movie with those two dynamic characters, but oh well. To me, it was just a cash grab movie. That's all it was.
Christian says, Cliff, I love the facial hair, hubba hubba. So have you seen any other films that you did like? They don't have to be new, just anything that you've kind of seen recently.
Oh God. Gosh, I don't have a lot of time TV. It usually gets turned on when I'm going to sleep. And so
yeah.
Let's hear one that we did watch recently. This is an 80s movie, and I suggest everyone goes to check it out if you haven't watched it. It was Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. I had never even heard of it, never seen it, and I stumbled across it on Prime Video. Good movie. I can't remember who was in that even, but the actress in it, she should have gotten some awards for that. She played the crazy lady, and she's really good. And I know her name too. I just can't think of it off the top of my head because I'm old. So great movie though. One second, my cat's bothering me. 1 second.
I was trying to share the live stream.
I just told everyone to go watch that movie he was talking about.
Yeah.
He's so
Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. Yes. That's a good one.
Yeah, Morgan Suzaka, guys, knows the movie. He says, yes. He says,
that's right, Morgan. That's my guy. Morgan, you're growing your hair out, aren't you?
Yeah, he is.
Yes. I can't wait to see it, man. Can't wait to see it.
He also says it's also known as Night Warning.
Oh, look at you, Morgan. Ooh.
And he says Susan Tyrell.
Oh, okay. Awesome. And
he also says something else that's interesting. He says the gay themes in that one are on point. Okay. All right.
It's a good movie, man. Check it out.
Very cool. Let's change this. Boom. That way we can see Cliff's name there. Let me make sure I'm not missing comments. I think we're actually able to show them all tonight, which is cool. Thank you, Facebook, for that.
Yeah, thank you, Facebook. We love you.
Yeah, I think I got restricted from saying that they were awful the other night. So now I'm just thank you, Facebook. You're the best. Yeah. So
okay,
what's that?
So we just finished wrapping up filming Friday the 13th Blood Loss, and of course, this man, the imposter.
The imposter?
Yeah, he has facial hair.
Oh, because of his facial hair.
Yeah. I know. Okay, I'm unrecognizable
Clifton.
now. Look at me.
He was supposedly there filming with us.
Yeah.
What was the most challenging during that time period for you?
For me, honestly, what was challenging, honestly, as you guys know, was after night 1 into day 2, that was when my health kind of caught up to me and I wasn't able to push myself as hard as I. But was the most challenging for me was that I wanted to be there around the clock with Anthony and Christian, and I just couldn't. But it worked out the way it was supposed to, right? Because then I was there in the morning. You guys were able to get a couple hours of rest. I was there to greet everybody and make sure everybody was cool. So it worked out great. Everything worked out great.
Yeah, it's always awesome having Cliff on set. So yeah, like you said, this time, Christian.
This time that he was covering our asses.
Yeah, Christian and I were up super late. Mandy was up super late, and the cool thing was Cliff was there fresh first thing in the morning to greet all the actors and make sure people were happy and excited to be there and taking selfies with everybody and completely, I think, elevating the experience from what it would have been if you weren't there, because otherwise they would have had to deal with me dragging ass and with 0 hours of sleep. And, so Cliff being there is always awesome. So.
People show up at the campground, right? And you have no idea where you're going or what to expect, and so it was just nice to be there and show people where to go and get people's nerves to calm down if it need be or whatever. So yeah, that's what I enjoy doing. So that's just me in my day-to-day life.
That's why we always try to get Cliff involved with our projects, and you guys should too. You know, little pitch for Cliff there. All right, so Guillermo says, how are you guys doing? We're doing great. We just wrapped up Friday the 13th Blood Loss. We're in post-production right now. We're super excited for everybody to see what we did on set. And then Phil Petrano says, Clifton, what's up, brother?
Yes, Phil, what's up, my man?
What's up, gangsta? So Phil is in. He's going to be in Killer Pizza coming up. Phil Petrano. He's featured in the teaser that we have on Indiegogo. Cool guy, Phil Petrano. Talented up and coming actor. Guillermo saying awesome. Just keeping up the comments, things here. Very cool. So, Cliff, what do you?
Hey man, why don't you ask him about his character? About playing Gregory.
You want? Well, it sounds like you just asked him. Like, all right, what about your character playing Gregory?
So Friday the 13th Blood Loss, you're portraying Gregory. Do you want to give everybody like a little like background without giving away too much of your character?
So basically, Gregory is just a town local. He's kind of grew up in town there. He helps out around town with odd end jobs, and so I'm actually at the we all are just fixing the place up, and so I just happen to be there. But I kind of, I know the history of the lake and things going on around there, so I kind of peek my head in once in a while and try to help out our detective. If he wants to listen to me, that's up to him, but I try to do my part. So
did you enjoy portraying the character?
I did, yeah. I did, and I loved working with Christian. Like I said, Christian was on your Monday night, and he talked about it. But me and Christian are friends in real life, so we talk very often. And so actually acting with him, it was very easy. Anthony, you gave us the freedom to kind of improv some of our scenes. So we did just that. We would kind of go over different points on our scenes, and then when the cameras rolled, we just talked like we were just two buddies talking, so it was really cool. It was a great time.
Yeah, I'm glad it kind of worked that way, because when I was putting those scenes together, I thought that, I was hoping that would come out, because I knew that you guys were close in real life. So having those conversations together, I thought would have been good for you guys, because I thought it, that would kind of come out. Christian says you guys are best friends. He had to correct you there.
Right.
So yeah, super cool. So you had multiple scenes with Christian in that one. Were all of your scenes with him? All
of my scenes involved Christian Bester. Every one of them.
Mandy calls it Friday the 13th Christian Bester.
Yeah.
He's in every scene.
Might as well just call the movie Christian Bester a Friday the 13th fan film. Christ.
It's like I pick it up, and I'm like, when he first gave me the script and everything, I was like, this is just a Christian Bester film.
So
he deserves it. So he deserves it.
So you you were close with everybody behind the scenes, but on screen, you worked with a bunch of other actors too. You worked with Lisa Silvestri, Juan Carlos Montoya, Jack Dunnan, Eric Ziegmont, Michael Davis was in the one scene with you at the shed.
Yep.
Am I missing people?
I don't think so. That was it for me. Yep. And then there was just the one scene with Beatrice. So.
Oh, right. Beatrice. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay. So I was going to ask what it was like working with all those people. And then I was going to mention the fact that you also helped set up some of those scenes too. Like you choreographed. I wasn't there, so I don't know exactly between you and Mandy, but I know you.
Yeah, me and Clifton worked together with choreographing how everybody was exactly
how they would move and all that stuff.
How everyone
it was actually
would move
pretty easy going over everything with them and agreeing.
Yeah.
So
all those guys
super
did great. All those guys did great. We timed everything up from the truck pulling in and them walking by it, and timed everything out, and it worked out perfect. Yeah. Everybody,
so between
Eric, Lisa, Jack, Juan, those guys were awesome. So I'm so happy I got the opportunity to work with them. Yeah.
Between those four, who's your favorite?
Depends on what day of the week.
What I appreciated with that scene was how hard everybody actually did have to work with it. It's like not hard, but there's actually some physical stuff going on there.
Well, they were working
that particular scene, and they were
right. Take 25. Promise this is the last one. They're carrying stuff all
but they did it, and it's like they executed the scene like really well. I felt that everything worked out really good with it.
Yeah, they were awesome. Good job to those guys. Tracy Pritt says, hello, Tracy. Tracy filmed a scene in October. Tracy. That's in the film. She filmed with Josh Racine, another guy that was on set with us this past film shoot. Did a lot of work behind the scenes, helping out and making runs and all kinds of stuff. So thank you to Tracy and Josh. Yeah, they're always awesome. So, okay, what was it like filming specifically with Beatrice? Because I know that's one of the bigger names that we had attached to the movie. She was Freddy Krueger's mom, and then now she's Pamela Voorhees in this movie. And, we all kind of grew up watching Freddy Krueger and Jason and Michael and all this stuff. And now we're making this movie with her. Okay. So this knife that Clifton is showing you. So in the original Friday the 13th, Pamela has this knife, and we had it remade for her. It's a custom knife. It's an exact replica that we made for Beatrice, and we used that in October. And then we had her sign it, and we gave it to Cliff because Cliff's the keeper of the blade. So what was it like filming with her? Was it kind of what you expected? Is it weird kind of like seeing her in those movies or earlier on and then now being in the movies with her? Is it just kind of normal or not a big deal? Or
it's funny because like in October, right, that was like the first time really getting to hang out with Beatrice and stuff, and she was just so cool and easygoing that like I had no nerves at all.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just, between takes, we were singing and dancing and, like she's amazing, but, action, and she's just an absolute professional, it's just spot on. Beatrice is amazing. No, I absolutely love her. So
yeah, really I have all those
really cool experience because for me, actually, A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5 was a huge part of my childhood. So initially that whole, the whole thought that I was like, oh, cool, I get to share screen time with Beatrice was amazing. But then meeting her and getting to know Beatrice, and now we're friends. So yeah, it's amazing what life gives you, it's pretty cool. Very neat.
So something people might not know about her, depending on how she's kind of presented to them. When you're working with her, she's very funny, right?
Oh yeah.
Like Christian and I were out there filming with her 3 a.m. and I couldn't. A lot of this was Christian too. Christian's funny, but they just got me going, and I couldn't film them because I was laughing so hard, and I had to like pull it together and hit the record button, and I don't want to give the scene away, but it was a scene where I don't know how to explain it without giving it all away, but it was just the way Christian was kind of saying things to her, and we were all like, we couldn't hold it in, so she's cracking up, I'm cracking up. And we took forever, and I'm sorry about that because I know you were waiting on us too. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned that. That was the night Clifton was waiting on us to get done.
That was all right. That was okay.
All right.
We got through
Guillermo
it.
says,
We got through it. So
Guillermo says,
Looks like it's turning a little red. What did you just say?
Oh no, the night we were filming with Beatrice, it was when Clifton was waiting to film his last scene, and so we were taking forever because we're pretty much kind of goofing around. But I was saying sorry to Cliff.
Yeah. And now you found out why things took so long.
So Guillermo says, I agree, Cliff. It was great being on set in October with everybody, and Beatrice was great. Yeah, Beatrice is a lot of fun during filming. She's very funny, and she's Pamela too. It's so strange, like seeing her, and then when she has the sweater and the wig on, it's like she looks totally different. Too. Yeah.
Perfect.
Seriously, I've always consistently said that I thought she was one of the I think she's the best Pamela that we've had definitely in a long time. So just my opinion, but I think a lot of people will probably see her and like it as well.
Yeah, she's works.
Yeah. So what should people know about this movie that they don't know? By the way, guys, I guess I should have mentioned this up front. Cliff is the first AD on the film too, so it's probably so he really helped with a lot of different stuff, and it wasn't just acting. That was something that he did on top of it. So you really did a lot, and we try to give you full credit for that. So.
Thanks, guys. No, I mean, what is it? So really, I mean, this story, right? Like, I know you kind of touched base on it on Monday, but like, this isn't just your typical Friday the 13th, setting, right? This isn't just a bunch of teenagers out partying or whatever, smoking dope, having sex, dying. It's not that. This is more of a detective story in a sense, right? This is more of a detective on the case, trying to figure out what has happened to, ultimately it's just a missing kid, right? And the story unfolds from there. So it's a different take. But I think I think though, like, after we got done filming, I think that we definitely got some scenes in there that are going to stand out. Memorable stuff. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see the final product because, I think we shot some really cool stuff in there. So,
yeah, it's definitely not the average, half naked people or naked people by the lake getting killed, drinking and smoking. It is more of like it's about a detective trying to find a missing kid. That's what the movie's about, and there's a lot of other stuff going on.
There's
around
twists
that.
in this. There's twists and turns. So
we
it's hard to really
came up with a lot of
really get into it without giving something away you don't want to. So
yeah. So there are a lot of Easter eggs in it. I mentioned a lot of things that if you've been following the fan films, you'll catch on. A lot of that stuff was added via the remote actors. So that's something to look forward to. I know Cliff hasn't seen that stuff yet. So there's some fun stuff that even for the people that were involved. We tried to come up with a lot of fun characters that were going to stand out and look different from what you've seen in the other Friday the 13th films. Christian says Clifton Taylor's the best AD and an amazing actor without a question. Dave Souza says Christian Bester, I know, right? Dave, he also says Cliff is great. So David,
man, it was so awesome having you out there, buddy, and meeting you. And I can't wait for us to work together in the future because that'll happen. So Dave's awesome.
Yeah,
amazing.
Dave was on set with us. He did a great job. He says Cliff helped us all out
it for some hours and got the heck out of there. It was beautiful.
And it turned out great. And Tracy Pritt says, bummed I didn't get to film something with Christian and Clifton too. Hope to get to see everyone at the premiere, which I should have mentioned. Guys, the Finishing Funds campaign goes live September 1st. If we're able to reach our goal, we're going to have a premiere for the cast and their friends and family. We'll have some tickets available there for you guys. We'll have autographed merchandise, 2 brand new posters, last chance to get producer credits and things of that nature. Things of that nature. You can get some, machetes that are the costume machetes that are autographed by a bunch of the cast members. Then we have the replica machete that looks identical to the one that Christian uses in the movie. What else? All kinds of things. Masks, autographed masks,
all kinds of stuff.
clapper boards, all kinds of things. So guys, check it out. Set your clocks now. September 1st at midnight. The Indiegogo campaign goes live. It's the Finishing Funds campaign for Friday the 13th Blood Loss. We were live with Christian Bester, a.k.a. Jason Voorhees, on Monday night. Say hello to my real friend. Tonight, we're joined by special guest Clifton Taylor, and Friday night we'll be live with Mark Brubaker, who also appears in the film. Yeah. Mandy's holding up one of the props that appear in the movie. It's a I don't know if we told him what that is or not.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Pamela. it's Pamela before Beatrice gets there. Me too, man. Love you, bro. So Dave says he loves you, bro. And Tracy Pritt says, cool prop, Mandy. Yeah, Mandy did an awesome job with the props, including Pamela, and some other stuff that kind of spoiled things. There's a knife. It was a bone knife. We don't know where it is right now. I don't know if we left it in the woods or if it's in our stuff somewhere. Who knows? But she did some cool stuff for it. So props to Mandy.
I don't think Clifton likes the bone knife.
Oh. So so most of the props that you guys see in the movie were either made by Mandy or she added something to those props to make them better. So if there's something that you see in the movie and you're wondering where we got it, the odds are that Mandy either made it from scratch or she took something and made it better or took something cool and added something to it. So most of that stuff is from Mandy. She let's see. Christian says my bad for the
for
knife.
Example, this axe here, this one's already been purchased by somebody like in the beginning of the campaign, right?
Like a year and a half ago. Yeah.
But I had to redo it a little bit so that way we could feature it in the film this time. But what I did was this was very cartoony when we first received it. So I aged it, added rust, and I made a new handle for it.
Just made it look a lot more realistic. And then of course when we use it, there's color grading and stuff in the post-production. So yeah, when she got this, it looked very fake. She went through and modified it so that we could actually use it. That was something that somebody got like cheap like a year and a half ago when we had zero money. We were just trying to figure it out, and somebody got like a steal on it. We put it in like 3 different scenes and they all sucked. And then finally this time she redid it and we used it in a cool scene in the movie. This is one of the replica knives. Again, there's always color grading and things in post-production. But this is an exact replica of the one that Christian has in the movie. This will be available on the Indiegogo campaign. There are 2 of these. As far as the screen used ones go, Christian has one, Josh Racing has the other one. I think Mandy's just having fun showing you guys the props now.
I do. I like showing off stuff. But what he's saying, like when he says that there's color grading and everything in post production, is usually you go a little above and beyond when you're making things, so that way it does show up.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah, these will actually look pretty real in the film. You won't be able to tell that it's a kind of like a prop. And then the colors, like we just adjust the colors. So if it looks different in one of the scenes, that's why. That's all I was saying. All right. So I could so use Mandy's artistic talents for my public horror display this year.
Me too,
Tracy does a cool. Tracy does like a cool thing in her yard where she has like.
I like her cheaper creeper stuff.
Jason Voorhees and Jeepers Creepers and all these different cool characters set up. Everybody's popping in the comments. It's freaking Cliff Taylor night, so everyone's showing up. Cliff was also the stunt coordinator for all of us. Learned so much from him on and off set. What are you paying this guy? Cliff, what are you paying? Where is this guy?
Hush money. Yeah.
No, Cliff is awesome. We all know Cliff's awesome. Cliff came off being funny when we first met, and after that, he made sure we were all safe and had everything we needed. I don't know if Cliff is on Killer Pizza, but hope he is because this guy does it all. We'll see.
You're gonna make me blush. Seriously, man.
Woo!
You guys are too kind.
No,
that means a lot, man.
We knew. We knew people were going to show up for Cliff tonight. It's 9:40. We still have some time with you, but before it gets too late, is there anything that we should have mentioned that we haven't? That way, I don't forget to ask.
Oh my gosh, you're trying to ask me to use my brain. That doesn't always translate very well.
Do you have a merch site right now?
No, for merch, I mean, all I have is like my wrestling stuff, so my merch stuff, really is just like t-shirts. All my other merch I sell on my own, but my t-shirts are on, prowrestlingtees.com. And then you just go Apex, all capital letters, APEXX, and you'll see my picture, my face paint. And I think I got like six to eight designs on there for t-shirts.
Awesome. So guys, check out prowrestlingtees.com. That's the website, right? prowrestlingtees.com. Search for Apex. It's APEXX, and then grab one of Clifton shirts from there. Help support them. We like to try to help as much as possible. Let's see what Dave is saying. We love you too, Anthony and Mandy. Oh, finally somebody says it. Thank you, Dave.
What are these guys? Top liver?
So finally somebody said it.
Well, everyone's complimenting Mandy. They're all saying Matthew White said SFX and makeup goddess. And then Tracy said she wishes she had your artistic talents. And nobody has complimented me at all. It's terrible.
Let me just say something.
We love your artistic talents.
No, it's cool.
I love your endless dedication to getting this film done, Anthony. I don't think people realize 5 days out there on set, and this guy didn't even get 10 hours of sleep in 5 days. He maybe got
I don't think I did.
Maybe 6 to 8 hours the whole 5 days. Maybe that much.
Yeah.
Not even kidding. That's not even exaggerating at all.
No, it's up.
As soon as there was an Anthony, he was right back up. What? Okay, where do we got to be?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll sleep when the movie's finished. I can't be taking naps or super naps or anything. Little cat nap, and then I'm good. The problem is I have people like Christian Bester and Tracy Pritt and Dave and Matthew and Cliff and all these awesome people that are counting on me to get the movie made. And I can't let them down, right? We had 20-something kids. We had I don't know how many cast members on set, off set, the remote actors, voice actors, all these musicians, people that have their books in the movie, people that have their pictures in the movie, all this other stuff, all counting on us to get the movie made. And so I can't be slacking. I have to try as hard as I can to get everything done. Anthony gave me a killer scene. So glad we did it. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for coming back out. Tracy came out twice. The first time she came out, she did a kill scene. I wasn't crazy about it. I asked her if she would come back out and meet up with us again. So she came back out. We did something more elaborate, and she was seems to be much happier with it. So I'm glad that worked out. And the same thing with Josh Racing. He had done something, and it was. I couldn't live with what he did that day. So I asked him if he would come back out, and Josh isn't too far away. So he came back, filmed the scene with Tracy, filmed the scenes with Joshua Racing and his friend's sons too. So he got his stuff in, and I think they were all much, much happier, I think. Matthew White says that's dedication. I don't have an option. So I've been telling everybody for a long time, I don't want this to be a lackluster film. I want it to be above average. I have all these different people counting on me to get the movie made. Everybody's there. Everybody showed up. They did their part, so I have to do my part and make sure that the movie gets made at any cost. It doesn't matter if I'm up till 8 a.m. or if my feet, or if I can't walk. I couldn't even walk the one day. Doesn't matter. We have to make the movie. And Mandy's sick. She has health issues, and she's sick on top of that. She's up late making sure everybody's makeup's done and all these props are ready. Tracy says, I don't drive 10 hours twice for just anybody but you guys. Yeah, thank you so much,
Tracy.
I'm super glad that she came back out, because that first scene she did was just kind of lackluster, and when she came back out and refilmed, I think the scene that she got in the second time was for one, more memorable, I think, and then two, I just felt like she got like a better experience from it. So I'm super glad that she came back out. And hopefully she comes back out and films with us again. Tracy, where are you?
What I liked is all the dedication and everything from the cast and everything themselves.
Yeah.
Like, if, and in all honesty, without you and Christian, me and Anthony wouldn't have really been able to get this completed.
It definitely wouldn't have been the same at all. I mean, without
First of all, take extra time.
First of all, if I had to film with other people that we had attached to the film before we got Christian in the costume, I would have been fucking miserable. Like, truthfully, it would have sucked. Being able to film all those scenes with Christian, and feeling like he was, a friend and helpful and kind, and his schedule is brutal, and he's still getting it all done and not giving me shit for it. Yeah. I mean, you can't ask for anything more than Christian. So that's why every chance I get, I go, Christian Bester from Law and Order, Jason Voorhees. Because the people don't understand what he's doing behind the scenes. It's one thing for you guys to see, okay, he's Jason in this fan film, but to see all the cool stuff that he was doing behind the scenes. And then that same kind of thing comes from Clifton. In October you were with us week 1. Oh, and Christian 3 weeks, by the way. He had like a couple days off, but basically 3 weeks. Cliff was with us week 1, up all night, doing lights, doing audio, patting people on the back, making sure we're all okay. Then he comes back this time, and thank God, because again, we really want all the actors to have a good experience. Without Clifton there, it would not have been the same. It just wouldn't have been. I mean, you were there, just making sure everybody was okay, and that they were comfortable and all that stuff. And it would have sucked without you guys. So I don't know. Like, I try to give everybody credit. I don't think I can give you guys enough credit for all the stuff that you did, but just want you and Christian and everybody that helped out, whether it was Loretta Chambers, Joshua Racine,
team effort.
Everybody that helped out. Thank you all so much. We couldn't have done it without you. We're super proud of the stuff that we came up with. The film is going to be, I think, something that you can all be proud of and show people your scenes and not be ashamed of it. That was the one thing I always wanted to avoid. I didn't want you to feel that, okay, I'm putting all this effort into this film, and then when it's done, it's like, ooh, I don't know if I want to show this to people. That was always the opposite of what I wanted. So I think the stuff that we came up with is going to be something that you guys can take and put on your reels, or take and show your friends or show your family and say, this is what I was spending my time doing. This is why I wasn't home. I was trying to get somewhere, and this is what we came up with together, collectively. And so thank you guys all so much for sticking to it. Thank you to Clifton Taylor, Christian Bester. Thank you to Mandy. Thank you to Tracy for coming back out. Tracy says she wants us to know that.
What did I do?
Mandy,
Tracy
great job on
us,
casting.
Thank
Casting
you.
this time around, amazing job. Like, everybody who was put into their roles, like, it was perfect. It was amazing. Yeah.
This time was a lot easier. I had a lot more time. Not a lot more time, but I did have a better selection, to be honest, with everything that I was going through and the people that I got to choose. And I did really get to get that feeling of who would actually fit the roles and stuff a little bit better. Like when last time we were kind of in a pinch with some of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely worked out better. And I'm really grateful for all of the cast and everybody who portrayed their characters and everything. Everybody just, they brought their A games. And I really appreciate that
amazing.
for this.
Thank God. If you saw the stuff that we did in October, you know, I thought some of the stuff that we came up with back then looked good. And I was like, oh, cool. But if you take that and compare it to the stuff that we came up with this time, it's like, I think it
was almost night and day difference. Yeah, it was just it was like everything that happened back in October. It was supposed to happen that way because everything just went.
As a finished product.
So much better this time around to finish it, and it was amazing. So
yeah.
I mean, MANDEE did oh, I feel terrible now. Was his name Sean? Was it
Sean?
The frizzy Sean, right?
The
frizzy hair.
Yeah, Sean Robinson. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, perfect for that role. Oh my gosh, loved it.
I was so excited.
Yeah,
when he
Sean
showed up and he was like wearing his stuff. Anthony's like looking at his clothes and he's wearing the camo tie for the one scene, and I'm like, and he's like, he goes, really? And I'm like, you go, yeah, really. And then when Michael Davis seen him, Michael Davis is like, yes, I love it. Yeah, I love it.
But yeah, perfect. Michael was like, Michael filmed scenes with him, and then he goes, this guy's perfect.
Yeah, he loved them.
Yes, thank you, Dave, and thank you, Matt. Dave is saying MANDEE did the makeup quick and it was amazing. And then he said, Anthony, you were tired and exhausted. You kept going that night. And then Matthew says, yay, Friday the 13th blood loss family. Yeah. So guys, final finishing funds campaign goes live September 1st. We have all those cool merchandise perks. You can still get a producer credit if you get it when the campaign launches. You can also join us at the premiere, meet some of the cast members, and hang out with us and be a part of it with us. Take photos, get yourself a Blu-ray. It helps go towards the cost of the premiere and post-production and all that stuff. It all helps a lot. We appreciate all the support. It was a blast filming.
I do have one thing I have to say. I do feel bad that I had to say no to putting a body in the trunk of the car.
Huh? No, I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel bad because we'll take that because we might take that idea and then use it later. There were a bunch of things that we did. We had a scene where Christian was killing one of the victims in a certain way, a different way, and we thought, it's just not work. It's not gonna. The placement isn't right. It looked good, but the placement wasn't right for Beatrice to come into the frame. So we switched it up. So that's something we could do later. The trunk is something we can do later. The killing Jack Dunnan in the toilet, something we could do later. All that stuff. So it doesn't. I don't feel bad about that stuff because it's something that's kind of like in the notepad for the next one. If
I had to see Christian's face though when I said no.
Oh no!
And he just deflated and walked out.
He's okay. Yeah. So shout out to all the cast members: Clifton Taylor, Christian Bester, Michael Davis, Sean Robinson, Nick Andrews, Katie Roback, Camille. Camille's going to be on with us next week. She was awesome. Camille Langley, Emmett O'Brien. He'll be with us Monday night. Mark Brubaker, of course, is going to be with us Friday.
Yes.
Lisa Silvestri, David White, Meadow Doherty, Genevieve.
Next Friday or the following week.
What?
My schedule's all mixed up.
No, Mark.
You're still thanking people, or are you saying when they're coming up?
I was trying to thank people. Yeah, Mark Brubaker is going to be on with us Friday. So thanks to all the cast members. Is what I was trying to say. Thank you so much to Clifton Taylor for all of his support and for being not only being a part of the film with us, but for being a friend, Clifton. Thank you so much. Morgan says, big family vibes. So, yeah, cool things.
Right, buddy. Right, Morgan.
Super proud of all the stuff we came up with. Keep growing your hair. We'll be doing some more stuff with Clifton in the future. We'll make those announcements a little bit farther down the road. but fun things are planned. The campaign for Boredom and Bloodshed goes live August 9th. This is the first short film in our brand new Thrill Kill series. This one we've already announced Christian Bester would be on set with us filming scenes. Killer Pizza's in demand.
And he will not be
a
cop this time.
He's not going to be a cop.
Not gonna be a cop.
Killer Pizza's in demand on Indiegogo. You guys can sign up for acting roles, producer credits, custom merchandise, get your song in the movie, do a voice thing, get your photo in the movie, all kinds of stuff. Highly recommend you do. A lot of great, amazing cast members are attached to that, and they're super positive, enthusiastic, and excited to make that movie. Tom Glynn, Walter Phelan, Nancy Ann Ritter, Al Burke, Colin Fiol, Tam Taylor, Mark Brubaker, and on and on and on and on. And Nathaniel Oliver, Christian Bester, Phil Petrano, Anthony Caimano, all kinds of cool people.
Did anybody get to see the new poster that I came up with Tam Taylor?
Yeah, there's a brand new poster for Killer Pizza. It's the first one that has all the actors' names on it. I like it because my name's up there as an actor. It's pretty. I've had it before. This is just the first one I've actually liked. I'm on the Blood Loss poster, but it's directed by Anthony Caimano. So I like the Killer Pizza one. Tracy Pritt, sexy poster again. We'll have 2 brand new Blood Loss posters on September 1st. It'll have a bunch of different cast members. A lot of people joined after that first poster was put out. So a lot of those new people will get a chance to shine on the poster and all that stuff.
Why we have everybody live right now.
Yeah.
I do want to say that it's not too late to join the cast of Killer Pizza and to get your name put onto that poster.
Yeah, join the cast now. Get your name added to it. Again, I recommend it. The cast, just give you a quick thing. A lot of you guys have heard this over and over. The cast has been involved with Creepshow, Scream, House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, From Dusk Till Dawn, Charmed, X-Files, Leprechaun 2, Wishmaster, Thor, The Avengers, The Mandalorian, Race to Witch Mountain, Watchmen, The Wedding Singer, WWF, Killjoy, and just on and on and on and on and on. It's definitely a cool cast. Yep, it said Scream. So guys, don't miss out. Don't miss out. Matthew White says Anthony Caimano is in Killer Pizza. That's freaking awesome. I agree, guys. If anyone wants me to sign those posters too, just let me know. I'll sign it. All right. So thank you so much, Matthew White. Matthew White's my favorite, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned.
Dad jokes for days. Dad jokes for days. Yep, that's
Tracy
Matthew
says,
White.
Sexy poster. Dave says
it is a sexy poster. I'm very proud of my artwork on that one.
Dave says, great crew, the closest I've worked with. Yeah, everybody that we had on set with us this past shoot was really just amazing. We all get along very well. And it's just fun to film.
Yeah, the chemistry and everything was there with everybody, where everybody was able to bounce off each other's ideas and stuff, and everything just kept flowing, and everybody was just on the same wavelength. So this time around, like Clifton said, it's like everybody agrees with that, though. It was just better this time.
Yeah, and Clifton has a bunch of cool ideas. We like getting his input and stuff. Dave says, except for the trunk. Yep, the trunk was not.
Sorry, I had to say no on the trunk one.
Yeah, except for the trunk, we didn't do the bathroom thing. Those were probably the two big ones. But yeah, that's all right.
Sorry.
So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're at about an hour now. So we'll wrap it up. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll have you back if you'd be kind enough. We'll have you back on again after the campaign goes live. We'll get like a bunch of the cast members on together. I thought it'd be cool to kind of get us all back on together or in groups. So if you're cool with that, I'd like to do that. If somebody wants to hire you to be a part of their film, either as an actor behind the scenes Are you open to that? And if so, what is the formal, appropriate way to contact you?
Yes, I would love to work. That's all I want to do. So I love this stuff. If you want to contact me, you can contact me at on my Gmail. It is all lowercase CLIFFR1981 at gmail.com. Or you can find me on Facebook Messenger. You can always just message me and go from there.
What about on Instagram?
I love you, Christian Bester. Bester's my bestie.
Cliff, you have a brand new Instagram, right?
Oh, yeah. It's an old Instagram, but I decided to get it back up and running. I just figured my only other Instagram is my wrestling one, but I've been wanting to share, like, film stuff and all this other stuff now. So, yeah. What is it? It is Clifton 13 Taylor.
Clifton 13 Taylor. Very appropriate for the film. Matthew White says a bromance in the making. I think it's a bromance that's been made.
It's past the making, man. He's the big spoon, I'm the little spoon. Okay, let's get this out there. Oh, Lord.
Cliff, thank you so much for everything. We appreciate everything. Can't express that enough. Friday the 13th, Blood Loss will be live on Indiegogo September 1st at midnight. This is our finishing funds campaign. We need your help raising the money to not only complete the film for post-production costs, but also for the premiere. We want to have a premiere so everybody can come hang out and watch the movie together. How cool would that be to have us all together at this theater here? It's a nice place, by the way, the one I'm looking at. So guys, don't miss out. Donate September 1st. Killer Pizza's in demand right now.
I will be at the premiere. Yes.
Oh,
awesome.
My God.
So you heard it here first, everyone.
Yeah, you can't take it back.
Cameron.
You can't take it back now.
Yep, no, I'll be there. I'll be there.
Cameron says, what up, Cliff? Tracy says, I want a Death by Pizza. Well, you could have a Death by Pizza, but what you have to do is you have to sign up through Indiegogo today. Get one of those perks, right? Are there Death by Pizza perks? Andy?
I think all of them are because everybody dies.
All right. They're all Death by Pizza perks. All right. So Killer Pizza's in demand on Indiegogo. Donate today and secure your place in history alongside some of horror's greatest icons.
Well, Tracy will be on set with us for Killer Pizza.
Oh, okay. And then Boredom and Bloodshed, the pre-launch campaign's active right now. Sign up with your email for exclusive offers and updates. And then the full campaign goes live August 9th on Indiegogo. We're super excited for that. It sets up our brand new short film series where we'll be able to introduce brand new characters that we can build off of and do some exciting things with. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Cliff. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. We'll be back Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern with Mark Brubaker.
Pimpin'.
Thank you, Cliff. All right. See you next time, Cliff. All right. Bye, guys.